Welcome to Everything in Between.
We're a mother
and daughter
with a lot to say about, well,
everything. I'm Braelyn.
And I'm Lynn. And this is your show for perspective, real talk,
and feeling less alone in the chaos.
Hi.
Hello.
How's your day?
Pretty good for a Monday. Not too bad.
Is Monday not your day?
Hit or miss. Depends.
What's your favorite day?
Definitely Friday.
Why?
Friday vibes.
They're more fun?
Yeah, it's just
like
great vibes. Yeah.
Right?
Friday is the best day of the week.
I like Thursday.
Weird. Why?
I don't know. I think it started when I had my company, my ticket company. And I started taking Thursdays where I worked at home to be like this clarity day and everything. And then the rhythm of the week was so cool because I would just like crush Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and like have all the meetings. And then Thursday was like get stuff done, but like a different kind of work. And then you come to work and it's Friday, which is an amazing day.
Yeah. Best day.
And we always ended the day early.
On Friday. Yeah, that's true. You did.
I still kind of do that. Friday at 2:00 hits, and after 15 years of ending Friday at 2, I'm like, why am I trying to do work at 3:00?
Not much is going to get done on a Friday after 2.
Yeah. Well, welcome everybody. I'm Lynn.
I'm Braelyn.
It's everything in between. We're going to talk about friendship today.
Yeah.
Because in our studio, I have my longtime friend, Twyla, is here today.
Yeah.
Listening in. She's not going to be on the camera.
How long have you been friends?
We met when I was 12, and I'm 62. So, I feel like we should have an anniversary party or something.
50 years?
Yeah. Longer than our husbands.
That's cute.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's really cool. And I tell a lot of people about that friendship because it seems like it's kind of unusual.
Yeah, I'd say. Actually, I was just telling one of my friends that to think that you'll have a friend like for your whole life is weird.
Well,
like you can't go into a friendship going, I'm going to be friends with this person forever.
Well, in kindergarten you do.
Yeah, I mean,
you're like everyone is your friend like right away.
Yeah.
So I just thought it would, because people ask us like, how did you do that exactly?
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of the same thing when people ask you about marriage.
Well, you haven't been like super close the whole time.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You've been waves.
For sure. I mean, when I went away to college, she stayed home. And then I came home and we weren't always like super connected because our lives were really different. And we were going down these whole different paths. And then kind of in that, I got married before she did, even though I'm a little bit younger than her. So then I'm like married life and she's like party in her 20s, right? And so we were not always connecting, but I don't feel like we ever lost that real gut connection that we had. And this was before FaceTime, texting, emails. Yeah. So we wrote letters. We were living like miles and miles apart. And she still has some of the letters, and I do too. Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to go back and read those. You pull them out every now and then. So, yeah. How about you? Do you have anyone who's your longest time friend? Or you don't have to say a name, but do you have any long-term friends that just kind of you keep coming back to?
Well, I mean, my husband is definitely the longest.
Oh, that's interesting.
If you count like my husband's friends, who I'm also kind of friends with, those are also really long because we all went to high school together. But I don't tend to keep friends for like years. Like there's some girls from my sorority who like we'll meet up like once every few years, but it's not, I guess you would say that we're friends, but not somebody that I'm going to call like in a crisis or anything like that.
Right.
But my online friends that I've had now since like 2020, which feels like a long time to me. 2019 maybe. My friend Katie I met in 2019. We still chat a lot.
Yeah. And it changes. But you can't go into something being like, oh, it's different, I think, than when you partner up with someone, you're like, oh, I want to be with you forever.
Yeah, yeah. There's more commitment there.
Yeah.
But it's interesting what I've learned about myself is that I really like proximity friends.
Okay.
And when those people are no longer proximity, then like I don't not that I don't care to reach out to them, but it's like I kind of am fluid in the way that I do friends. So it's like I have friends for a season and then like things change and it feels like a lot of effort and a lot of work to like keep those friends even when you're not working together anymore or you're no longer in proximity.
Yeah.
So I just always have a lot of proximity friends.
Okay.
Like in high school, I had high school friends, but then I had friends who worked at the job with me and hung out with them. But then we all went to college and none of us are friends. And then in college, I had like my dorm friends freshman year, but then I joined a sorority my next year and I had those friends. And then after college, it's like I don't really keep in touch with any of them. And now with work, I have work friends.
Well, you have something that I didn't have.
Yeah.
Which is you have 2 sisters.
Oh, true.
I mean, honestly, your sisters are both like a best friend in some ways.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
I mean, we talk about everything.
Yep.
So that's nice that we're close.
Like if you didn't have them, you might feel something.
I don't know. I've never been like a solid one best friend person. I've always had a lot of friends. Like I like I get bored, so I like to have a lot of people to go to.
Shuffle them around like pieces on a board.
Yeah. And the nice thing with work too is that there's always like people coming in and people leaving and stuff like that. And I don't know, it just like makes it easy for me. Like I like just knowing I can go to a place and there will be friends there and I don't have to like make plans or think about that. Like I don't mind making plans and stuff, but I'd much rather just like, oh, well, we just go here and there's friends there.
I think there's this balance between like there's effort that you put in, which is always really important. And I go through times in my life where I get really caught up in my life and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to cultivate my friendships more.
Yeah, that's I feel like that's pretty normal.
Yeah, you get really, for me, it's very easy to just get caught up in my own world and pretty soon months have gone by.
Yeah.
And I think, so there's a point where there's effort that goes in. But then I think that effort has to reward you because if you're just putting effort in and somebody else isn't.
Yeah, it has to be reciprocated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it has to be worth it.
Yeah.
Right?
I think honestly, like, that's why I'm not somebody that's like has all of these best friends because it does take a lot out of me and I don't like expect that back. So then sometimes I'm not asking for the reciprocation. So then it just feels like I'm giving because I'm never like leaning on them. And so then that's why I tend to like just keep a lot of surface level friendships.
Yeah, and I've never been really close with my sister.
Yeah.
Like when we've never lived in the same location. When we get together, we talk about things and she shares about stuff in her life and I share about stuff in my life and we check in on the kids. We talk about that kind of stuff.
A wider age gap?
It's 7 years.
Okay,
so it's
that's
you and your oldest.
Me and Joanna.
Right.
Which feels like nothing when you're an adult.
But she went away to college and I was 12.
Same with Joanna.
Yeah. But then she was just poof. She was gone pretty much.
She never came back?
Not much.
That would make a big difference.
And then they like lived far away and then she was married and it was like,
Yeah, see, my older sister's not married and she lives close.
Yeah.
We even lived together when I was in college.
That's true. You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a bit different.
So I never really had that sister thing. But I'm also not somebody who is like going to move into someplace new and be like, ooh, got to find my new friends.
Interesting.
Got to set myself up.
Okay. I definitely would do that.
I'm just trying to be open.
Yeah.
But I'm really picky. Looking at Twyla, but I am very picky because like high maintenance people who are going to be like, you didn't call me.
Well, yeah.
Or
nobody
whatever.
Wants that.
Like we were just, I don't think we were ever that way.
Yeah.
With each other.
That's like the benchmark of a true good ADHD friend. I think ADHD people make good friends because you can go like 6 months to a year without saying anything to them and then wrap back around and be like, oh, hey. And it's like nothing has changed.
Yeah.
They're not going to be like, well, you didn't talk to me for 6 months.
Yeah.
Which I really like.
That would be interesting what she and I have in common that like has kept us rooted. Like, I don't know if it's just like we went to the same church or we were from the same area or we know these same people. So when we get together, you know, we can talk, but we don't. I mean, sometimes we do, but I don't know if that's what it is or if it's just,
I think it's just a deliberate choice on both ends. And you have to obviously enjoy each other's company.
Yeah,
so
that helps.
when you circle back around, you want to hang out.
Right.
You want to spend time together. It feels easy. Nobody's creating friction or
I mean, the
making
husbands
things
get
hard.
along, and this is really
That's
big.
a huge helper.
Because we could have our own thing.
Yeah.
And then...
I mean, they come on vacation with us.
Yes, they do come on vacation.
Sometimes.
They're known as aunt and uncle to you.
Yeah.
Same, you know, the other way. And now, like, I'm getting attached to her grandkids because it feels different than other people's grandkids. They're not just these annoying little children that come around.
Grandkids, yeah.
I know, but they're actually really cool kids.
I think it's interesting to think about, like, what has to happen for you to consider somebody a friend?
Are you asking me or
No, I'm
the
asking
life in
you.
general? Oh, I've never been asked that question.
Well, I can tell you what I...
Can you answer it for me?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I can answer it for me.
Answer it for you.
I have a very loose definition of what it means to be a friend.
Okay.
Like, if I interact with you, like, for instance, let's say, like, there's a barista at the coffee shop and I go there twice a week and I interact with them. And not just on I'm ordering my coffee, but if I know things about their personal life and they know some things about my personal life, like, I would consider that a friend.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't.
I'm very loose with the word. Like, we've interacted a couple times. I know some stuff about you and you know some stuff about me. Like, yeah, that's my friend. Doesn't matter if I don't see you for a year.
Okay.
Like, so I'm super loose with the word. And so then to me, it feels like, oh, I have a lot of friends.
Right.
I feel like I've always been that way. Even in school,
You have.
I could kind of jump around to all the different cliques and groups and stuff because I was like semi-friends with everyone.
Yeah,
And so
that makes
it's-
me feel really comfortable in my environment. Like, I do the same. I know my baristas, but they're like 30 years younger than me. So
Yeah, I have friends that are older.
I don't feel like they're my friends. I
Yeah.
just feel like I know them and I care about them.
Yeah.
And it makes life nicer.
But let's say like you were out somewhere and having a conversation with somebody and your barista came up. And how would you introduce them to the other person? Would you say, oh, this is my barista?
Well, not my barista, but
like, you wouldn't say, oh, this is my friend?
they work at the coffee shop I go to every day.
Yeah, but you know stuff about them. You've had conversations. They know about, they know about your life. You wouldn't go, oh, this is my friend.
For me, I think it's how comfortable. I think I'm going to answer the question saying how comfortable I am with somebody.
Yeah, how much you've opened up?
Yeah, sure. But like if I'm going to take a car ride with this person,
Yeah.
are there uncomfortable moments where I don't know what to talk about or do I not care or can I truly just relax and be myself?
Couldn't that happen with somebody that you just met? You could just vibe really well with.
Oh, I don't know.
You could get in the car
might feel
with somebody
uncomfortable.
that you just met and like the vibes, you just hit it off. The vibes are great.
Yeah, that's possible. I don't think so.
I definitely feel like I have a very loose definition of the word friend.
I think too, I've had myself in roles so much of my life where I'm like in some sort of a giving relationship. So whether I was a teacher or a piano teacher or I was in a church leadership role and then I ran my company and now I chair Vistage groups. So that takes a lot of people that I interact with out of the opportunity to be friends.
Would you consider any of your Vistage members friends?
My current ones?
Yeah. Or is that totally just the wrong dynamic?
It's kind of the wrong dynamic. I have one or two that I feel like I feel a little bit different. And then I'm like, wait, am I not now providing a chair service to you if I lapse into that?
Interesting.
I know. So that I've had lots of people that I work with, but then for me, a friend and a good relationship is when I can not be that.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I can
of
just be like,
course.
oh
You can
God, I
be
just can
Lynne.
be myself and relax.
Do you find it hard to make friends at your age? Like, when's the last time you made a new friend?
Well, I made a new friend last week, but I don't know how that will turn out. So I was at a
did?
conference and I connected with a couple women that were at our lunch table and they invited me to be part of this
Those
little
are
phone
friends?
group
Have you
support
connected
thing.
since?
No, but it's only
Oh.
been a week.
Okay.
So we'll see how that pans out. I've made other friends in that setting.
Yeah.
So if I'm in there with peers, then that's more of an opportunity for me to be like, oh, there could be friends here.
To only work? Is that the only place you would consider like making a friend?
I would say Katina was a new friend, but that's 5 years now.
Yeah.
But we immediately, because we were peers, we very much clicked.
That's also work though.
It is, but that's just how we got introduced.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, as a
Where do
person
I
your
go
age, how do you
exactly?
make friends? A lot of
Yeah.
people are like, oh, even as a 30-year-old, like, I don't know how to make friends.
Oh,
Where do I make friends? Where do I go?
I mean, my life is really full
yeah.
in a good way. Like I feel filled up.
Yeah. You're
you
not
know.
actively searching
I'm
for
not
new
actively
friends.
like, I'm so lonely. I need a friend.
Yeah.
Because I have a good set of friends. I met Brandon and Matt and I became friends with them.
Yeah, would you meet them like at a gala or something?
They were a mutual connection.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, and
Through
then I
a
would
friend.
say, you know, I've made friends maybe through some of the town things, but
True.
how about you? You make friends with your baristas?
Again, I'm a proximity
just
friend.
come to you. Okay.
Yeah, so whatever situation, like I have made friends with neighbors before, friends with at work. I made a friend at the conference that we went to.
You
I'm
did. That's
definitely,
right.
you know.
Have you been in
but
touch?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
But I'm also not someone that's like, I feel like a lot of people struggle with like, okay, when you're a kid, it's just so easy to go up on the playground and be like, hi, let's be friends.
Right.
People think that's weird to do as an adult, but I'll argue that like so many people are looking for connection that it's totally not weird that you can go up to anyone anywhere and be like, I love your vibes. Like, do you want to hang out sometime? And I don't think that's weird. And I have no problem doing that. Like with Stephanie at the conference, I was just like, you're super cool. Let's exchange phone numbers. Like I'd love to keep in touch. And that's not hard for me to do. But I think a lot of people are scared to do that. I had a friend I was talking to over the weekend who really wants friends in real life and has been really struggling. And she's been going to all of these events and trying to find people. And so she's going to make little friendship cards
Wow.
that have like her interests and her hobbies and her phone number and just be like, so she can just give them to people. I think you're really cool. We should hang out sometime.
That's wild.
This is the stuff I'm interested in. And I thought that was really cute.
That is really cool. I want to hear how that goes.
Yeah.
That's pretty bold. Yeah. Maybe I made friends like in yoga class or something.
Oh, that's
But
another
that's
thing.
a proximity friend. I
That
get
is.
that. I like
Yeah.
proximity friends.
Yeah.
Because they make life feel nice.
Yeah. You go to yoga,
But
you got a little
crossing
friend.
from that to am I going to go hang out with my yoga friend
You might
is
like,
different.
oh, do you want to go get a beer after yoga or something, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that.
Oh, why?
I don't know. I feel like my life is pretty full.
I
Like
guess maybe
said.
just your age. Yeah. Because like when I used to go to the cycle studio, there was a little brewery right next door. So like a lot of times people would just be like, hey, I'm going next door if anyone wants to come. And then we would sit and chat and you'd make friends that way. I pretty much can't go to a new place without making a friend.
That's true.
Even like within 5 minutes of being like at a new yoga studio or a gym, like I'll pair it up with somebody. I mean, even like at Lion in Disneyland, I'm talking to people like I
And
know.
then do you exchange numbers with them? Or
I
you're
mean,
just
if
having...
it really hit it off, you
Wow,
know, maybe
okay.
they invite you. I used to go to a lot of raves and we just like pick up stragglers and be like, well, you can come hang out with us for the evening. People who had lost their friends or, and then occasionally like one of the guys that we met at a rave, like lived with our friend for like 3 years and we just
Weird.
met him and he was
Okay.
just this cute little gay guy all by himself. And I was like, well, you can hang out with us. And then he literally like ended up being
In your group.
our friend group for like years. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah, that's pretty fun. I met somebody on the plane once.
that's another thing.
And we were friends for a long time. And I would still consider us like, if I wanted to, I could call her and be like, you want to go to dinner? And we'd be like, wow, it's been, 5 years, but
Yeah.
sure. And we called ourselves Row 9 Friends.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah. So we did hit it off and I was open to that.
Yeah.
And it was kind of nice because it was a peer. But because of all the roles I've had of responsibilities, it makes it so that I interact with people a lot.
Yeah.
But not on a level where I can be their friend.
Yeah.
And then I'm kind of out of those chips by the time I go home.
Okay, how about this? Vacation friends.
No.
No, you make cruise friends all the time.
One time,
No.
exception to the rule.
The one people that you know was the people from 25 years ago or however on your 25th anniversary.
Oh, no.
See?
But we made cruise friends that we're still in touch with.
Yes.
But that was a big exception.
Yeah.
Your dad would make friends with all the cruise people.
Okay.
But he's a proximity guy.
Yeah.
So he'll have 52 friends on the cruise ship.
Yeah.
He'll want to eat dinner with all of them.
Yeah.
He will contact them never later.
Yeah, that's
Right.
That's me. And my husband will say like, okay, we're not making any friends on this cruise.
Yeah.
Like,
We have rules.
so I have to pull it back.
Yes.
Like, although we did make friends with the people that were at dinner next to us, but they were like in their 50s.
Well, they
so
force
we
you
just would
in.
like chat with them, you know, when we saw them around the boat.
Sure.
But we weren't like having dinner together except for when we were literally sitting having dinner.
Forced.
And then it was nice because they weren't like overly chatty at dinner, because sometimes you make friends with your neighbors at dinner and then every night they want to chat with you
That's
the
why I
whole
don't like
time at
those kind of
dinner.
cruises.
And you're like, ugh.
I would start not wanting to go to dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to talk to Gene and Eric. You know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I get it, but I do feel like I could be like Dad if I didn't have a husband that didn't want me to do that as much, which I don't mind. It's kind of you end up kind of regretting those vacation
changes the
friendships.
vacation.
Yeah, you're
for
like,
sure.
oh, maybe I shouldn't. Now I'm
I'd
seeing
rather
everyone
travel
I know
with my friends, which
Yeah.
I've done. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we went to France. We were there for a month on a sabbatical.
Yeah.
And 2 or 3 sets of friends came and hung with us.
And New York, friends came and visited
yes,
me in New York.
Same thing. We love that.
Yeah.
You know, that's
more fun.
fantastic. Right. Then I'm not necessarily looking for them. But
Yeah.
how about, have you ever had like just a total break with a friend?
Like on purpose or just because life?
Maybe on purpose, or maybe something happened to break a friendship.
Yeah, I have. You know, somebody makes a mistake and you need to take a time apart for a little bit, and then you can come back together if you're truly good friends and it works. But I don't really ever, because I don't have like these intense best friendships. Like the people that I would call my best friends all have other people who are truly their best friends.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
I do.
I'm like the secondary best friend, which is
Yeah.
fine with me. Totally fine with me. I do not mind that at all. I lost my train of thought there, but yeah.
That's all right.
I don't have big friend breakups.
Okay.
I don't ever have these big friend breakups because
Right.
I'm not like truly that entwined with people that often.
Yeah, I think Twyla and I were really funny in high school because we went to different schools. So same church, but different. Well, same junior high, different high schools. And we always had our own little sets of friends.
Yeah.
She has 2 best friends. At least I think I'm her best friend. But she has another best friend, Wendy. And we don't hate each other. But we never hung out as a triad.
Yeah.
Like rarely.
No, yeah.
But I just knew that Wendy was her best friend. But then I'm also like, but I'm also
Yeah.
your best friend. And then we would go in and out of, like, we
How often
always
you
knew
hung
each
out?
other's other best friends.
Yeah.
Because we had different circles that we traveled with. It was just kind of interesting.
But I've never known you to like Twyla's the only like best friend I've known you to
The
have.
one and only.
You know, I mean, obviously I haven't been there for your whole life.
Yeah, no, I had friends before you were born where she was definitely my best friend in New York.
Yeah.
We called them the Bubbas.
I do remember you
They
talking
were a couple
about
friends,
them.
but she was also like my best friend.
Yeah.
Through that whole like 7 or 8 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
Right. And then like we kind of relocated and then we were in these weird roles where I'm home with kids and I don't know how you make friends. I wasn't like
Going to mommy groups and
no
play dates and walks and stuff.
Nope. It wasn't like that really
Yeah.
where I was.
You know, it's interesting if you think about like does Whitney truly have best friends or Joanna?
She does. Whitney has really good.
But like they don't live here.
Yeah, I think. Why are we talking about people's names? This is weird. Christine, she would call definitely her best friend.
Oh, okay.
They're very
that's true.
close.
That's
Yes.
true. It just seems
And
like
she
once
lives
you
here.
get out of college, like I remember Whitney having best friends in college,
Mm-hmm.
but then out of college, same with Joanna. Joanna has so many friends.
Yeah,
Like, and she probably has like 4 or 5 people that she considers her best friends.
could be. Yeah, But, people have different circles.
That's so interesting.
And different levels.
It's just
I know.
interesting.
I have a friend who I was really good friends with, and I realized it was like close to 20 years. And she actually helped me through a really tough time. And then she ended up coming and working for us at the company. And then that felt weird and I did introduce everybody like, this is my friend Kim.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And I didn't realize when I counted the years of how long she was a friend. And then she was like super supportive through some tough times.
Yeah.
And was the right person for that. And I supported her through some really tough times. And I mean, like we did birthday trips and stuff together.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah. And we
That's
talked on
funny.
the phone like all the time and texting and all of that. And then honestly, I think like when we sold the company, it just went poof. And I think she moved to a different part of the city or at something. And I think she might have unfriended me on Facebook. I don't remember, but it was just like, oh, I guess that's done. And it didn't seem to fit into my life somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know what all happened there.
There's this nice quote that I like. Some people are friends for a reason and some people are friends for a season.
Yeah. I feel like there are seasonal friends.
Totally.
But when you have one that like lasts through the seasons, that's really nice.
Yeah.
And sometimes I guess I would like people to know that you might lose touch with somebody that you have a strong connection with.
You can always reach back out.
And then, it might come up again where it becomes easier, less hurdles, your life's flow a little better together.
Yeah.
And so not to give up on that and be like, oh, I'm never going to know them again. Or I guess I lost touch, and then make up some story around it because there probably isn't one.
Yeah.
It's probably just how life gets.
Do you ever like fizzle out with a friend and then
That's a good
someone that
word,
maybe
fizzle out.
you weren't sad that it fizzled out?
Oh, yeah.
And then do you ever like feel like a itch
What
to
do
reach
they
out
think?
to them? Even though you know it's not really a good friend and you fizzled out for a reason? Because this happens to me all the time.
It
where
seems like it
something
does.
where it will fizzle out, and then I get this like urge to reach out to them, and then I have to be like, no, you didn't really enjoy being their friend that much. Like, why
Wonder
do I
what
have
that
this
little
urge?
urge is.
I don't know,
That's
but
funny.
it's so annoying. There was this girl in my neighborhood. And we like made plans like 3 or 4 times and it fell through. And I see her all the time and I feel bad. Like I should reach out. But then I was like, oh, she was like, maybe there was a reason. Like, we weren't that good of a fit to be friends. And it's just so weird that all the time I have this guilt. Like, oh, I should reach out to this person.
Yeah. Well, if it's a should,
But then you
probably
do. Sometimes
not.
you do. And
I
you go
could is
have coffee
different.
or something. And you're like, oh, that was not fun. Like, why did I do that?
I have that happen before where all of a sudden it was a couple that we were hanging out with. And then we went to a dinner with them and we went home and we were like,
Ooh.
we don't ever want to do that again.
Yeah.
And I think something had happened where like we had changed maybe.
Yeah, it's
and
so
so we were
weird.
like, is that what we were like?
Yeah.
When we hung out with them?
Yeah.
Because it was just a lot of like talking about other people.
Yeah.
You probably know what I'm talking about.
It's so interesting.
Anyway, yeah. And I haven't since then.
Yeah.
I have another really long friendship that's the family friends that we knew since you were in kindergarten. And they now live in our same neighborhood and we moved completely from a different city to this city. And they came here because we were like, you can have a house with a basement,
Yeah.
And now we don't and they do. But anyway, so we still see them quite often and there's definitely a closeness there.
Yeah.
But there was also a season where there were things that happened for me that didn't feel good.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like it was something that, like if it was Twyla, I would have gone, we need to talk and talk through what was said. And I just, at that point in my life, I was really hurting and I didn't have the emotional energy to need to do that. And then it just became kind of surfacey. And over time, it's gotten where I don't feel that angst anymore.
Yeah, you can
But
like
it's
see
been
each
like
other around and
10 or 15 years since this stuff happened. And we still see each other around.
yeah, we used to hang out with them a lot.
Right. So there's still like a nice warmth there. And I'm glad that I was able to move past that.
Everyone.
That hurt.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know what they were feeling or she
Yeah.
was feeling. But it's not like I want to be like, let's have dinner.
Yeah.
I could.
Yeah.
It would be nice, but
Interesting.
you have a limited amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah, especially you.
Well, I don't know. We all have a limited
You're
amount
busier,
of time.
though.
Yeah, but do you
But I
want
go
to
home at
spend
the-
your time in
I go
relationships
home-
that suck you?
Okay, but listen to this. I go home on like a weekday and it's like you have 5 hours
Yeah.
every single weekday. And then also on Saturday and Sunday, you have a solid 12 or 13 or 14 hours
Yeah.
of time. So it's like you could fill that with a lot of friend hangout time.
I could.
Yeah.
Those 5 hours are kind of full.
That's what I'm saying. You're busier than me. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to say you're a lot busier than I am. You do a
Well-
lot more stuff. Like I fully have 5 hours by the time I get home from work to when I
Right.
go to bed. Like sometimes I'm like, my God, the evenings are so long.
I get that way at 8 o'clock. Remember I had the 8 o'clock thing for a
Yeah.
while? And I was like,
What did you do?
took a walk. It's kind of lame.
I do a walk. What else do you do?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It gets.
You really need a good TV show. This is what I
I
was trying
don't
to tell
want to
you.
watch TV all the time.
Well, there's a lot of good TV out there.
It's true. Sometimes my mind is like too busy for that.
Interesting.
Or I don't know. But I mean, we're kind of friends with you guys to the point of like we spend time with you and especially the sister that's in the
You
neighborhood.
spend way more time with her. We're not hanging out with you guys in the evening.
Yeah, well, they do.
Yeah.
And talk.
Yeah, we don't get invited
So-
over for dinner.
Oh, man. I don't think you want to come as late as we eat.
No, we don't. That's why we don't get invited over for dinner. It's going to be interesting when children are here and if your schedules will shift at all because you want to see kids. Kids go to bed early.
Oh, true.
You can't have no 7 o'clock, 7:30 dinner.
Well, we'll eat after the kids go to bed.
Oh, that's so weird.
So we'll
Double dinner?
take them to the park and do double dinner or something. Right?
Yeah.
All that little chunk of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, as you get older, I do have more time. Like I can invest
Well,
differently.
you're not raising children.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
can, and honestly, as a person in my 60s, I have friendships, I have kids, I have a mom, I have siblings. Like there's a lot of relationships to tend to. It's not like I have room for 8 friends to
Yeah.
be like, I mean, I have this one set of friends and we cannot find a time to go to dinner because they're busy and we're busy
Yeah.
and we're like, this is so dumb. So I just call them on the phone and we talk.
Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of 2 of us that are better friends than the others. So, you know, he and I talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
Yeah.
And then
That's
we can't
a
seem to
fascinating
find
thing.
a time to get together.
I do not talk on the phone with my friends.
Oh, interesting.
You know, I don't really talk on the phone.
I do.
I'm not having a talk on the phone sesh to anyone.
But see, that's kept Twyla and I connected.
Yeah.
And then we're always on speakerphone
Well,
because that's what
so-
you do, apparently. So then the boys are like in the background chiming in.
You just, first of all, you should probably just be FaceTiming. Second off, my friends that live far away, we're just like periodically texting
We
each
have
other.
Samsung phones.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
doesn't Samsung have their own
Not
video
really,
chat?
no.
Dumb.
I don't know.
Yeah, my friends that live far away, like we just are texting each other like TikToks or like something we'll see on Reddit or
Okay.
like, and you know, and then
You
the
don't wanna have, like,
occasional
a
like,
nice
how are you? I miss
conversation?
you. Like once or twice a year we'll FaceTime maybe. But no, it seems like a lot of work.
Oh, no. We just kind of carry the phone around while we're doing stuff.
Yeah.
I called her one day and I was like, what are you doing? Do you have a minute? I need to bounce something off of you. And she's like, well, I'm in Costco. And I was like, why are you in Costco? Because I just order Costco from Instacart. She's like, because I live in Oregon and it rains and I need a place to go. And so I walk all the aisles, you know.
Oh yeah.
So she talked to me the whole time she was in Costco.
That's just fascinating. I wonder if that's a generational thing.
Walking around in Costco?
No, talking on the phone. Talking on the phone.
Oh, your sister calls me.
Yeah, but I wonder if she calls her friends.
I think she does.
I think everybody calls their mom if you have a good relationship with your mom.
So if you have someone to call, it's just going to be your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The younger people.
Okay.
I mean, I do think that like younger people are FaceTiming their friends
Yeah.
and they're sitting on FaceTime
Okay,
just
so I
like
have
with their
3
friends.
that I call.
That's a lot. I literally have no friends that I would call on the phone.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. It just seems like an interruption to what I'm doing. Although sometimes I do get the urge and I'll like call you.
Yeah.
Or we'll like, video chat.
Well, I always have this thing if I'm driving and then I call somebody.
Yeah.
If I'm not listening to podcasts or whatever. And I will do work calls sometimes. And then other times I'll be like, my gosh, I have an hour, 45 minutes. So I'll call mom. I'll call Twyla. I'll call somebody.
I'm just jamming out if I have that long in the car. But I constantly am finding new music.
I have a lot of words I need to get out.
Yeah.
Which is why I host a podcast.
I don't think I have as many as you.
Right.
I don't think I do. And I get a lot out at work.
Right.
More than you. You're working at home.
I'm also giving.
Yeah. So what does that mean?
Because I'm coaching.
So when you call people,
so when I
you're
call
looking
someone,
to receive?
I want to get or just dump or, not be
Interesting.
the
You have a lot of
listener.
options of people you can call.
Yes.
You have your mom,
That's what I'm
your
saying.
friends,
Yeah.
and your 3 daughters.
I have a lot. I have worked through that list before.
Yeah.
Where I was like, well, she's not answering, so call the next one.
That's pretty funny.
But it's doing some work, to do that. And actually, I'll call my brothers on occasion.
Do you?
My sister does not like to answer the phone.
Yeah.
But I do call my
call the
brothers.
brothers?
And then we talk for like 45 minutes, even the one
Ron?
that lives here. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he needs his social time.
I know.
Yeah.
So these are ways you can stay in touch.
It's just fascinating.
Thank God we don't have to write letters.
Why?
But-
Some people probably like that.
I don't know. So
I like being able to text people. Like I said, I feel like I'm just a very low effort friend. And I like to have other like low effort friends. Not that I don't show up for people if they need me, but I'm not generally asking a lot from people. I don't feel like. I feel like I'm a pretty easy friend.
do you feel like you have all the friendship you want? Like, are you lacking?
No.
Yeah.
But I'm not also like closed off to meeting new friends.
Okay.
I just like, I don't always want to like hang out with people all the time though.
Right. I feel like I'm not that open because I'm thinking, when are we going to hang out?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, like I have a friend who's a really good friend. We've known each other for like 5 years. We met online. She lives like 30 minutes away. We hang out in person like twice a year, maybe.
30 minutes away.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Like maybe twice a year we hang out in person.
Yeah, like these friends I can't seem to
But
connect
we
with.
still would consider us like really good friends. We talk,
I'd travel with them. We could pick a day tomorrow and let's go on a cruise together or
Yeah.
let's go to Hawaii or whatever. But God forbid we should find time to have dinner.
Yeah, that's funny.
So I think you just have to find that friendship works in where it does.
Yeah.
And cultivates where it does.
Yeah. And then I
But-
have a really, really good friend at work that I don't hang out with her outside of work ever. But I would consider her like a very close friend. And then I have a very close friend that used to be at work that we hang out like once every 2 or 3 months outside.
Right.
It's just interesting.
And then you used to be with her
And I-
every day.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I have people that are at work that I would consider like super good friends that like I text all the time that I like don't hang out with outside of work that much. Because it's just so easy. I get so much hangout time already at work. Why would I also
Yeah.
want to go do something on the weekend?
I don't know.
I mean, occasionally, but like not often.
I think what I learned today is the word friend is sort of like the word love.
Yeah, some
Like, it
people are
means
just throwing it out there
so
to
many
everyone.
things.
Yeah,
Yes.
like I'm a very lax.
And then even best friend.
Yeah,
Like, what the hell is a best friend? It
Yeah.
seems like you can only have one.
no, you can have so many best friends.
Right.
Yeah.
But it means the word best is like the gold medal in the Olympics.
Yeah,
But it's not.
I
with
mean,
friendship.
not to me.
That's why we say besties.
Yeah. Yeah, right? That's totally true. Besties, that's plural.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
doesn't have to be, hey, bestie. But yeah,
I don't know.
That's really interesting.
It is. I think men and women friendships are interesting, but probably a conversation for another time.
Yeah, I
like-
don't personally
Understand.
think that everybody's relationships are different, right? I was somebody that was friends with guys a lot growing up. Like a lot. I was always friends with boys.
Oh, you were friends.
yeah, I was friends with boys.
I meant male to male friendship versus female to female.
That's like, what
That's
even is that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Male to male friends is an interesting thing. I don't even know if we could talk about it. But it's also interesting to have men and women who are friends,
Right.
which really just depends on how you do your own personal
It's
relationships.
true. It's true.
Yeah. I was friends with guys a lot growing up, but I I choose not to do that now. Also, I feel like I was kind of like not somebody who was open to being friends with women, and I've like completely changed the way that I view that. And
Me too.
now I'm like, I don't want to be friends with boys because boys are gross.
Remember
and
when
like
women would say, I don't like women?
Yes,
there was
that
this
was like a
thing.
whole generational thing. I
Oh
swear.
my God.
We've come out of that. Now I'm like, no, I literally would not like if I had to go hang out with a whole group of boys, shoot me.
I used to say,
I would
like,
much rather hang out with a whole group of girls.
yes, me as well, but I've changed. Like, I used to say, oh, I do never want to go on like a women's retreat.
Oh no, I would fucking
and now I would love that.
Yeah.
I love walking in a room full of female energy.
Yeah.
It's like the best.
Yeah, I do think that was like a cultural thing that we've come out of.
Yeah, they were literally walking around going, I don't like women.
It's because it was like back in the day, like women had to compete so hard for like work and everything like that I think that was like ingrained in us.
Yeah, like if you thought you had to be kind of like a man.
It was competitive. You had to be competitive. Other women were your competition.
Yeah.
Now other women are great and awesome and we love them and boys are.
Wow, we have come a long way.
We really
in
have.
That.
Yeah.
That
is
true.
really interesting because I like being friends with a boy. Like why? Like I have.
Well, my friend boy is gay, so
Well,
it's
yeah,
kind of
that's
like
different.
a friend girl for
Yeah.
him because he's very feminine.
Yeah, but like I have a bunch of friends from high school that are like friends with Trey and I, and they're great. But like I don't need to go hang out with them.
Yeah.
Like if they're
Look at
like
your
if he's
face
like,
right
oh,
now.
we're gonna go like we're gonna go like hang out and watch a football game over there, and there's like 4 dudes. I'm like, have fun.
Yeah.
That's not for me.
We'll see ya.
I'll hang out with him and his wife. That's fun. Like, let's go on a double date. But I need the other girl energy there to balance it out. I don't want to be the only woman in a room.
I don't think my husband has like a bestie, and I would think he would probably say
I think he's kind of like me. He would say he has a lot of friends.
Yes, but I think he would probably say like Twyla's husband is as closest to a best friend as he has because he doesn't even live in the same state.
Yeah.
But I feel like, how do you know that? Like, who's the person you're going to pick up the phone and call outside of your family if something happens?
Yeah.
Or you need help or something.
Interesting.
Right?
Male friendships are weird.
A little bit different. It's not a topic for this podcast.
No.
We're not going to figure them out.
No.
But I think what I've learned is, the definitions are different. And so when people say you're my friend, and I think there's so many misunderstandings between, well, I thought you were my friend and therefore fill in the blank. And it's a lot more fluid than that.
Yeah.
And I think that's how I've kept some of my friendships as long as I have, is that there's a fluidity there. And
A
there's
mutual understanding that you don't need to be close all the time to still be friends.
right.
Yeah.
And then just feeling a sense of trust that somebody is there for you,
Yeah. I like that.
is good. And being comfortable.
Yeah. Well, what's your obsession right now?
I just mapped out my year and I used...
Just now. Look at you. February. You waited all month.
Well, I did it a little bit earlier.
Oh.
In the middle of January. But I used a spirit animal card deck. And I was introduced to that by my friend Katina.
Yeah. That's funny.
And I guess some people would think it's like magical, mystical spirit cards, or that there's some divine thing shuffling them around. It's just a deck of cards with animals.
Yeah.
And they each mean a different thing. And I shuffle them up. And then at the beginning of the year, I do like one for each month. I lay them in a circle. And then I lay one. And after I shuffle them, I lay them in the order they come out, and then the one in the middle. And I just read the descriptions of those. And I assigned a month to each one. And it sort of gives me a thematic thing to work on.
You assigned a month to each one.
No, when I was dealing.
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, that sounds more, yeah.
Yeah. It was random.
Yeah.
As I was dealing.
Well, you're intuitively pulling.
Sure.
That's
I
where the
guess.
magic comes in.
I guess if you want to believe in
it's like
magic.
a tarot pull.
Sure.
You're pulling what
But
you need.
I don't believe I have magic powers.
No, it's just energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, like, no matter what you dealt, you would probably resonate with that.
Yeah, you find a way to make it work.
Yeah, you find a way to make it work. And so that made the annual planning a lot of fun.
Oh, cool.
Because it kind of gave me like themes for each quarter. And I added journal prompts based on my theme. So like January was octopus energy, which I was shedding because we're still in,
Yeah.
I sound like a freak, we're still in the year of the snake.
Yeah.
So we were shedding things, and the octopus energy was like reaching in and getting into things that don't serve me, that I don't need to be getting into. And then I would just call it that. And I would be like, I would see it and I would be like, ooh, octopus energy.
Oh, nice.
Let's get rid of that.
I like that.
We're shedding that.
Yeah.
And so it's things like that,
That's cool.
right?
Yeah.
And February is a little more mystical because it's like the cosmic egg.
Oh.
And it's very deep and it's like the highest, it's the chakra on your head is where it resides.
Cool.
So it's like it's, I don't know, it's a lot.
That's
I'm
cool.
still digesting
Yeah.
what's happening there.
Yeah.
But it made the planning kind of fun.
Yeah. That is fun.
So I don't know if that's my obsession, but it's fun. I'm
Nice.
working with it.
I like that.
How about you?
Mine is real simple. I've been real obsessed with dirty soda lately.
What even is happening?
Well, it's just dirty. It's just soda with like creamer and syrup. So you can use just
Isn't that
regular
like an
half
Italian
and
soda with
half.
cream back at the fountain sodas?
Yeah, but that's just sparkling water, syrup, and cream. This
Right.
is Dr. Pepper, Coke, Sprite.
Which is sparkling water syrup.
Yeah, but then you're adding like raspberry, cherry.
Okay.
So it's the soda plus the syrup plus the
Okay.
half and half. And then usually it's like
Half and half.
the classic one is Coke, lime, and coconut creamer.
That doesn't sound awful.
It's delicious.
Kind of mojito-ish.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
So,
that a trend right now?
I mean,
Or
they've
did
been
you just
trending
make
for
it
a
one?
while, but I've just been making it at work and it's delicious. I bought this toasted coconut half and half.
Okay.
And I've
so
been
it's like a
having
coffee
one like
creamer.
every
You're
day.
putting it in your soda.
Yeah. But then also you can do what's really good is like Diet Coke with a vanilla creamer. Also very yummy. And a little true lime.
Do I need to try this?
It's so I thought you had. I thought we made you one before. It's really good.
okay.
It's like a dessert in a drink.
right.
Yeah.
You have one every day. Well,
Not every
afternoon
day.
pick me up.
But some days, yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Fun.
Good deal. Hey, good session.
That was fun.
Thanks for listening. I'm Lynn.
I'm Braelyn.
It's everything in between.